I'm going to show you a bullish formation on gold that is happening right now that could bring us up to all-time highs and then could actually drag silver up closer to its all-time highs. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to show you the parameters that need to be met in order for that to happen and the supports that absolutely have to hold in order for that to happen. But I'm going to also show you why we may have to go down and retreat a bit before we can go up. And if you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Drew Wolfer. I am the founder of NORDIC Alpha. I'm a pro trader inside of the metals markets, gold and silver, crypto, the S&P, you name it, I do it. We do it over at NORDIC Alpha. And I want to show you a couple of things on the charts that could be pointing to some near-term bullish targets on gold. And I'll give you the targets here in just a second. But the first thing that I do want to talk about is we might have to go down before we go up. And what do I mean by that? So if you know anything about smart money concepts, okay, that is what I trade. I have my own proprietary methodology of smart money concepts. And what that basically means is we are tracking institutions, the smartest money in the room, and understanding where it is that they are accumulating their orders, whether it be to the upside as it was here or to the downside as it was here. One thing I need you to understand, we are called the 5%ers for a reason, and it is because retail traders like us, the broke boys that only have, you know, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to trade, that's actually really broke comparatively to the institutions that are in the market that have, you know, billions and billions of dollars. They're trying to get 10, 20, 30, 50 billion dollar positions. We all have the same goal. Okay, but the institutions actually own 95% of the volume that happens inside of the markets every single day, and we only own about 5% of that. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, why we may need to go down before we go up. The institutions clearly accumulated right there, and we actually gave this trade out inside of NORDIC Alpha, where that trade hit boom right there. And if you are still riding that, you're absolutely legendary. Obviously, the profit target was right there, but we also gave out a second trade, and it was right here, boom. But I need to explain to you what is happening with institutions. So if I'm an institution, I can't just come up here to the top left and click buy and just get a $60 billion order filled, right? That's just not how it works. But if I'm trying to get my order filled for $10,000, I can absolutely do that, and I'm not going to move the market. But what the institutions have to do, they have to buy here, right? And then they have to let it rip up a little bit. Then they have to fade it again and buy here, right? Then they have to let it rip up, and then guess what they do? They fade it again and they buy a little bit on the way down. They buy more here. And that is one of the reasons why we gave out this level and went long right here. When I say that we may have to go down before we can go up, it's because I don't necessarily know whether or not the institutions that own 95% of the market's liquidity and volume every day have actually built their positions enough in order for us to then in turn go back up to those all-time highs, okay? Because ultimately what we want to see is we want to see getting above that $5,600 range. Now, if you were here yesterday, you know what the validation and invalidation levels are for that, but if you weren't, then I'm going to show you inside of the chart. That's why I think that potentially we could come back down here, right? Or we could come even back down here before you catch your nice pump up, because this is your line in the sand right here. You have to close a 1 hour candle above this level in order to continue your uptrend on the 1 hour chart. Now, the only chart we're in a downtrend on is the 4 hour. So long as we uphold this level right here, 44.23, we are still in an uptrend. So we can afford for the institutions to come down here, fill their orders, and then we can catch the ride with them all the way up to the all-time highs up here, right near about 5,600 and some odd dollars, okay? Now, there is a bullish charting pattern that has formed that could get us there. So in any case, we could come down to here, even right around in this level, and still be in a bullish formation, because even depending on how you draw this formation, this is what is called an ascending triangle. we have a pivot point right there that you can see very clearly used to be some serious highs, right? And then we blasted through them and tried to use them as support, but we fell. Then we used it as resistance. And if we come back down here, we could finally break through that level. This is a bullish charting pattern. The reason why it's bullish is because you're setting higher lows and you're hitting the same highs, which shows bullish pressure to the upside. Now, if we were to actually break out of this formation, it's giving vibes of all-time highs, okay? And that's all that I'm saying. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. I'm just saying this is a bullish charting pattern. And let's say that you break down from it and you break down from that level that we just showed. You could still come right down here to about $4,900, boom, and then blast up. You could even still come down to, you know, these prior lows at 47.22, just like we gave out on this trade right here, and you could start legging your way up to all-time highs. Now, in order for silver to do that, it's going to be inherently different. We have to break up above this prior double top level and then use it as support, at least in my opinion. You just have to uphold $64 on a 1 hour, 4 hour, 12 hour, and daily basis. So you don't want to close any of those types of candles below this level right here. But if you can close even a 1 hour or a 4 hour candle above this $82.50 level, technically above those highs right there, that would be an extremely bullish case to then push us up to hopefully closing right here above $92. So ultimately, we just really need to get above like that $84 to $85 range and then close our candles up here. Then all we really want to do is see this close and use this as support to start moving up. And that is going to give us our gateway to highs. But we obviously have to uphold this level right here. And if gold does fade, you could see us coming down and letting the institutions kind of get a little bit more liquidity down there. And I'll be honest with you, we would welcome hitting that level again, because this is actually a level that we called out and took a nice long trade on all the way up to this rejection level right here, the double top, where we knew we would receive resistance, and we would almost welcome coming back down somewhere in this range right here to then pick up another long to then ride it up to hopefully those all-time highs. So let's just do a really quick synopsis of that. Institutions can't just fill an order, okay? They normally have to do this over days, if not weeks of time, and that's why inside of charts, you will see brief periods of consolidation, which I'll show you an example of that right here. You see us rip up, then you see this brief period of consolidation, and then bam, same type of pattern as you're seeing on gold right here. Boom, it can rip back up again. I do think that we are still in a bullish formation, not from a market structure perspective, but because of the fundamentals for silver industrially, okay? So with that being said, that's why I think we could afford to go down a little bit before we start pumping back up. But if you're in that long that we gave out inside of Nordic Alpha, just ride that bad boy until it gets invalidated.